Hi there, everybody. This is John Drew here from Elevated Planet.
And Jolé Gabrielle here from Elevated Planet, and we'd like to welcome you to today's show, where we've got a lot in store for you, and John is going to tell us more about it.
Yes. Yeah, it's really fascinating. It's incredible. It's incredible to be here at this time on Earth because stuff is happening around us. And over these next few months, we're going to feel a difference. And it's not that everything's going to change within the next few nights, anything like that. We are still talking years, but nevertheless, there are fundamental shifts going on, and that's what we're going to be touching into today. But we're not going to delay in getting into this first section because Jolé and I are going to have a chat with you directly after this because there is an opportunity to run past you at this point of inception because it's going to be fascinating. So anyway, without further ado, I am going to get us into that first part of the show. Bear with me a second.
There's a specific reason why your life has been repeating the same patterns for years. You were born with access to the fifth dimension, but you were programmed to operate only in the third. That toxic person, the relationship that always ends the same way, the illness that appears out of nowhere, they're all mirrors showing what you hide within yourself. Vedic texts, the Kabbalah, and the Gnostic Gospels, which were suppressed at Nag Hammadi, all describe this technology of consciousness that initiatory orders have used for centuries. At the same time, you were taught that you're a victim of circumstances. Goddard was marginalized for revealing that. Beyond being able to use imagination and feeling to create reality, there exists a deeper awakening where you discover that you are the creative consciousness itself, experiencing itself as human. Each person in your experience is literally yourself who has forgotten who you really are, projected outward. The educational system was architected to block this perception, but the programming is failing. The strange physical symptoms, the impossible synchronicities, and the prophetic dreams, your body is recalibrating to process frequencies that have always been available. You've always created your reality. The only change now is being able to do it consciously.
Suppose you are God. Suppose you have all time, all eternity, and all power at your disposal. You were given the power to dream any dream you wanted to dream every night. What would you do? You could dream any span of time. You could dream 75 years of time in one night, 100 years of time in one night, 1,000 years of time in one night. And it could be anything you wanted. You make up your mind before you went to sleep, tonight I'm going to dream of so-and-so. Well, naturally, you would start out by fulfilling all your wishes. You would have all the pleasures you could imagine, the most marvelous meals, the most entrancing love affairs, the most romantic journeys. You could listen to music such as no mortal has heard and see landscapes beyond our wildest dreams. And for several nights, oh, maybe for a whole month of nights, you would go on that way, having a wonderful time. But then after a while, you'd begin to think, well, I've seen quite a bit. Let's spice it up. Let's have a little adventure. And therefore, you would dream of yourself being threatened by all sorts of dangers. You would rescue princesses from dragons. You would perhaps engage in notable battles. You would be a hero. And then, as time went on, you would dare yourself to do more and more outrageous things. And at some point in the game, you would say, tonight, I am going to dream in such a way that I don't know that I'm dreaming, so that you would take the experience of the dream for complete reality. And what a shock when you woke up. And you'd really scare yourself. And then, on successive nights, you might dare yourself to experience the most extraordinary things just for the contrast when you woke up. You could, for example, dream yourself in situations of extreme poverty, disease, agony. You could, as it were, work on the vibration of suffering to its most intense point, and then suddenly, whoop, wake up and find it was after all nothing but a dream and everything perfectly okay. And you would say, wow, man, that was a gas. Well, how do you know that that's not what you're doing already? You, sitting there with all your problems, with all your whole complicated life situation, listening to me, it may just be the very dream you decided to get into. If you like it, crazy. If you don't like it, what fun it'll be when you wake up.
One of the things that I'd like to teach people when there's a problem, and we all have problems, not all of us can deal with the world and war, but we can deal with our own problems. When a problem comes up, one of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough for the universe to find a solution for the so-called problem.
Okay, so what I would like to invite you to now is to consider creating your new reality with Elevated Planet, with Jolé and I. For the first time ever, we are going to run a program which is all about turning the learnings of these last few weeks and last few months into reality. We know we create our reality. We know we've been creating our reality unconsciously. It is time to turn it on its head. It is time to take control of that dream that we are making into reality constantly. And we can do that through community. We can do that through following the cycles, because this is not, living as if a wish fulfilled is obviously very important. And that's one of the teachings of Neville Goddard. However, it goes much deeper than this, because there's a lot more ancient wisdom that we can tap into that makes sure that we align with the cycles. And this is part of what we're going to do. We're going to work together as a community. We're only going to have a limited number of people with us on this first journey, because we are going to be mapping it out as we go along. We're going to have a framework that Jolé and I will be kind of working with you, and you will have direct access to the both of us. But we're going to create this reality, and this is going to be, I mean, what's exciting about the first one is that, who knows, we might end up with new Elevated Planet facilitators for future courses as well, right? But I just think that now is the time. The energies are going to be playing in our favor as well. I can feel that. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, which is going to be playing into our hands. So I'm just, and again, we're not talking about starting this in the next week or two, because we do have more mapping out to do. We also have to get this invitation out there to you. And if anybody is interested, drop us a message at elevatedplanet.life, our website. And if you do elevatedplanet.life/contact, that gets you to our free format contact page. And, just give us your contact details and the fact that you would like to be part of this. And Jolé, I mean, can I bring you in just to kind of talk this through from your perspective as well?
Yeah, it's really going to be not only a heart opening, but oftentimes our hearts are open, but it's our minds that have been sort of contaminated or programmed in a way that doesn't support our inner development and alignment with Mother Earth and our environment. So what John, he had this great idea. He's put together a strategy to sort of help us align with our inner selves and the outer universe, which is then going to take us to unspeakable beauty, or that new earth that we're talking about. Because I'm sure people are like, what is going on? Portals, we're moving into a new earth. What does that mean? What does that look like? And I think Louise Hay said it beautifully when she says, we can't think about war or sometimes managing or controlling what goes on outside of us, but what happens on the inside. And once that takes place, then we can begin to sort of, I guess, transform into the environment, like put ourselves, create our own reality. Once we learn how to align, then Earth, our environment, it becomes malleable, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That was that mouthful.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we've heard it from so many of these luminaries over the last few weeks and months. Dr. David Clements is talking about the fact that, we created this solid structure around us because it's all part of the group consciousness and the collective
Right.
consciousness that creates the world we live in today. However, by switching frequencies into the higher frequencies, we can change the world around us.
Exactly. Although mass consciousness is very powerful, pieces of it that we've signed up for, we might need to to break that contract and vibrate with something new that serves us. You know, I think we're going to get into it. Barbara, not Barbara Hand Clow, but Kolodny, Katie Kolodny, we're going to see her coming up, right? And some of her wisdom is so on point for where we're going. So that's going to be a powerful, I guess, information. If you have questions as to what it looks like or where we're going, she's going to answer.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah, Kelly Kolodny. She's just
Kelly, I'm sorry.
that's no, but she is brilliant. I mean, she channels Archangel Raphael, and
Yeah,
so much of the information that
beautiful.
follows now is also on point. Anyway, for our part, we just wanted to plant that out there as the, sowing the seeds, if you like. And if it appeals to you, to reach out to us, elevatedplanet.life/contact page. And then we'll start to fill some gaps in around this. And in a few weeks' time, when the planetary cycles are right, and the moon cycles are right, then we're going to start to initiate this and start to build something special. Right.
Sowing the seeds of love, right?
Sowing the seeds of love. Well, then we know what the play out song is going to be on the newsletters.
Yes, yes. You did it, John. You did it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. So now we're going to switch things around a bit. We are going to go to Three Eye Atlas, the subject of Three Eye Atlas. And it is really interesting because, if you simply followed the mainstream media, you wouldn't even know there's anything out there. Now, what we do know is that there is an interstellar object that has entered our solar system and has been here for a few weeks. And it is, interestingly enough, on our exact elliptic plane of all the planets, which is kind of very, very difficult thing to achieve, right? If you've got a random comet coming in, they can come in at any angle. Now, this is absolutely on the elliptical plane, and it's going past all the planets. So what is it? So we're starting to see through the social media side of things a lot of scaremongering, the idea of alien threat, alien invasions, da 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 da. Hey, however, what we're going to get to today is the truth behind Three Eye Atlas. And we have people to talk it through with us, and let's see what you think. It is a time where we have to exercise discretion, to be fair. You have to decide what is right for you and go deep. Don't let the ego mind railroad you into a decision. Heart-based. That's where it is. That heart-based kind of guide, that intuition, as Jolé would tell us. So we're going to do that. We're going to hit the button. We're going to go to this next section, which talks all about Three Eye Atlas. And we have Barbara Hand Clow first to take us into this journey that we are on. So bear with me a second.
This is the most extraordinary thing that has happened to our planet since the beginning of time on Earth. The arrival of Three Eye Atlas is like a portal opening, seems to be capable of changing the dimensional fields. It's resetting codes within the iron core crystal of our planet. We are being activated by the cosmic restart button. This particular visitation is like the trigger of the whole thing. Dimensional awakening is happening. When it flies by Venus, it's the opening of the heart. Andromeda and the Milky Way galaxy are moving together faster than they should be. Our reality needs to be based on superstring theory because it's multi-dimensional. Saturn, Neptune is just bringing in a completely new access to spirit. This is a really big deal. Last night on the Dream Time, I kept getting this message. When you and I talked in February, we had a great time kind of fleshing out the discussions of the dimensions and how they function. And most importantly, why it's so important for everybody to start activating themselves at this time. And then one of the things I said back in February was that things are going to really rip very soon after you and I talked. And that turned out to be absolutely true with the discovery of underground ancient megalithic structures under the Giza Plateau and the Montana megaliths. And there's just been an incredible intellectual awakening that's actually spanning the last 100,000 years. And so I think that the arrival of 3I Atlas is like a door opening, a portal opening, because at this point, we're ready now to go to the next level. And it makes sense to me that a cosmic connection would be part of what would cause that to happen. Of course, I've been, as a psychic, I've been tuning in to the intelligence of this visitor and feeling what's going on when it's passing by. I can feel it resetting codes. And I think it's resetting codes within the iron core crystal of our planet. And so as our iron core crystal starts to go through kind of you could almost say a reprogramming of some sort, that's also reprogramming our relationship with the cosmos itself, especially with our galaxy, because we are in the Milky Way galaxy. What's happening is we are being activated by the cosmic restart button. And the cosmic restart button was described by the Pleiadians back in 1995. And they said, this is what's happening. You guys are going into a cosmic restart. And it's starting. And I think that this particular visitation is like the trigger of the whole thing. And I'm interested in understanding how this is happening, because we're living in the time of an incredible miracle.
I'm a big fan of Barbara Hand Clow's work. Her Alchemy of Nine Dimensions book taught me a lot, and she led me to the Radu Cinema books, which reveal the tunnel network discovered from a chamber deep inside the Busiji Mountains that housed ancient advanced consciousness-assisted technology built by an advanced race that was not human, with equipment believed to be at least 50,000 years old. This, along with the tunnels that led from the chamber that go to the Giza Plateau, another to Tibet, and another goes deep into the inner earth, where contact has been established with inner earth civilizations. The traversing of these tunnels is done through crystal-powered portals, so you don't have to walk thousands of miles, though your frequency has to be high enough to match the technology, or it would cause irreversible damage to the anatomy. All this was discovered as a result of the ground-penetrating radar that also revealed the deep underground structures beneath the pyramids, though, as with all these things, don't wait to hear about it in the mainstream media, unless of course it is clouded with ridicule. But this is a time of great revelation where humanity's true history is destined to see the light of day, and that truth shall indeed set us free. So when Barbara talks about 3I Atlas, I take her seriously, and I agree that we are ready now to go to the next level, despite many people still being asleep as to what is happening around us. The cosmic restart button is being pressed as previously advised to Barbara by our Pleiadian chums. 3I Atlas is resetting codes in the iron core crystal of the Earth, and as humanity we are deeply connected to the Earth, so we too are getting our codes upgraded. For my part, I firmly believe that 3I Atlas itself is ancient conscious technology and likely manned by other star races too. Anyone who has studied the work of Deirdre canon understands that spaceships are often living, organic technology, and I believe that 3I Atlas carries deep ancient wisdom and the ability to trigger what will be a mass awakening on the planet. Of course, all this comes with an elevated planet money-back guarantee if we were to get it wrong, but my conviction in this is pretty strong. A lot to look forward to and nothing to fear, albeit no promises that those pushing the dark agenda may promote the narrative that encourages the unwary into an emotion of fear and dread, because that's what they do, bless them. But of course, anyone who has watched this video isn't going to fall for it, and be sure to tell all your friends so they don't fall for it either. That way we can all enjoy a chuckle at their theatrical antics without getting drawn in. And just to be clear, NASA is not part of the solution. They are part of the problem. Just saying. Anyway, now we move on to an archangelic perspective of 3i Atlas to get an inside track of what is really going on here. This is brought to us by the brilliant Kelly Raphael, who channels Archangel Raphael. As we've also learned over the last year or so, archangels are a collective consciousness of high vibrational, benevolent beings who are here to assist humanity on our evolutionary path. So, take it away, Kelly and Raphael.
3i Atlas right now. It is in the dark to all of you, although it is in a lot of light on its own, as it is interacting and receiving and exchanging energy and information with the sun. But as it is hidden from you, it is requiring and asking all of you to create emptiness, to create spaciousness, and to purify your body physically, emotionally, and mentally as you attune to the natural world in preparation for the receptivity and to be receptive to all of the codes and ancient wisdom and energies that will bombard the planet as it moves in closer proximity to the earth in coming weeks. And although right now at this moment it is what you would call closest to the sun, its strongest connection to the sun was a few days ago when it had a powerful impulse or interaction, and this interaction sent energies that were dispensed in a sense and that interacted with the sun that are going to be carried to all of you by the sun through plasmic light that will be connecting and interfacing with your water systems and cycles of your water. That is one of the transportation systems that is and will be most effective in its implementation of its delivery of its energy and its codes to all of you, because the water is something in which you all have access to, and through the water cycles and the evaporation cycles that will change, and the impulses from the plasmic light in its descent and connection to the deeper realms of the ocean waters will have an impact in its way of creating circulation to the humans and to all natural things upon your planet as it is going to participate in that delivery. And through that, that in which you will energetically be receiving is many things. For some of you will feel pulses of energy moving rapidly through your body, difficulty at times sleeping, in which you are all of a sudden finding yourself awake as you are receiving the codes, although you may not be understanding it from an intellectual perspective. You will also be feeling surges of energy that will rise from the base of the spine, moving up the spine and around and into your third eye, going into the chambers and the room and space inside the eye itself, as the energies there in what you label the pineal gland, the crystalline nature, will be receiving plasmic codes that will be igniting and expanding this, in which many gifts that have been dormant within you, that have not been accessed to you for the density of matter and the cloaking of these energies and the calcification of this gland has been shut down, will be turned on, like turning on an engine to something that had not been running for a long time. And so you'll start to see a light out of the peripheral of your eye, little tiny lights that will be blinking. For many of you will see that. You'll begin to notice different perceptions in the darkness and the ability to perceive spheres and orbs of light and connections in new ways, in visions opening up, but especially during your sleep time and the early waking hours in which the realities will begin to open up into other dimensions in which we'll have perceptions that are not been normal to your normal everyday life to date and will be coming online. Some of these experiences may feel similar to taking plant medicine or some type of accentuation or amplification of these gifts, but you will be not needing the plant medicines themselves. It will be happening in a natural way. And as it does this, it will change your perspective and your understanding of the fact that there is so much more to your experience and your reality than to date you've been able to perceive through the lens that is somewhat small compared to the vastness of what is occurring in, near, and around you. Simultaneously, you will start to feel urges also in the heart, heart openings happening, and a deep sense of love and a feeling of oneness or attunement to everyone and everything. Well, you'll begin to fall madly in love with those in your experience or around you, seeing the beauty and the divinity within them, as if you are perceiving or seeing others that you have been with for a long period of time in a new way, from a new lens. You'll be falling madly in love with the natural elements around you, where you may want to talk to the water and consume it with such a deep sense of gratitude and blessings. You may fall madly in love with the trees and find yourselves touching them and playing with them as they're speaking to you, and the plants. You may notice the clouds as formations of shapes may start to appear with messages for you and connections. And so there's going to be a lot of heart opening and a softening in the heart. This energy is softening the calcification of the pineal gland, but it is also softening the hardening of the heart that has been protected due to the human experience of trauma and things in which one has closed down or contracted, as there will be an opening, an expanding, a surrendering. And so as you can purify, open, and expand these energies in the heart, these energies in the pineal gland, you become more receptive to the receiving of the seeds and the energies that are descending and will be approaching your planet. Simultaneously, you're going to feel stirring in energy in your womb center, which the light code we're working with is the holy womb energy, as you are opening up the eye of the womb. So the umbilical cord itself to the cosmic mother, to the earth mother, to your own human mother, and the purification of those relationships coming online to open up the space for the dreams to take place, for dreaming into reality, creation itself, and birthing new worlds as you are moving and receiving these energies that are coming in through the cord that is descending from these higher realms, spiraling of energy into the womb center, into this chakra. Simultaneously, that will create a softening and an awareness to this area and an ability to dream up again new realities. And so all of this and more will be happening, and many of these sensations you'll start to feel in your own human physiology, in your biology, in your body, but you will feel it emotionally as you'll feel more moments of waves of bliss coming over you, deep senses of oneness moving through you, connections to nature, an attunement to that, and a feeling and a sensation and a drawing of wanting to be drawn into the natural world more and more, where you might feel a spontaneous need to go and walk by the ocean and the water, or move into the woods, or climb a mountain, or climb a tree, or walk barefoot through a space. And the indigenous codes and teachings and their wisdom will also be awakening and arising within you, where many of you will be returning to community and connection in alignment with the cycles of the planets and the moon and the sun, and the attunement to these vibrations and frequency, as if the ancient rememberings are simultaneously and spontaneously coming online, and a calling, an intuitive knowing, and awareness of something deep within the soul is calling you home to familiar places that perhaps have been lost, disconnected, or forgotten. And so 3i Atlas is an instigator for all of this. It is an initiator. It is turning all of this on, as it is delivering energies that are dissembling much of what you would call a veil of forgetting around you, to lift it. And as they are lifting it, it is like opening your eyes for the first time in your pineal gland, opening the eye in your heart, opening the eye in your womb, opening your perception to see beyond that which you have seen so far, as you are stepping into a new realm and a new reality. But this will require a willingness to follow the impulse as it arises. This will require an attunement to your womb center, to your intuitive center, to your gut, to your inner knowing. This will require a connection to your heart, and a listening to the heart, and an amplification of love within your heart, and compassion to others. This will require an awakening of your creativity and your vision and your centers. And it is relevant at this time, as we have been speaking of, to sleep in the darkness more, with less blue light, less connection to your computers, your telephones, less time attuning to those frequencies, and more time in a space of sanctuary, of stillness, of quietness, of nature, of solitude, of stillness, of presence, of awareness, of slowness, of connection, where you're lighting a candle and eating your meals slowly in a present state without distraction towards something else, in which you're starting to come offline from that which has pulled your attention into artificial energies that are not in alignment with your true nature. And so this is a time right now for preparation, for purification, and for initiation.
So I've got to say, I am truly impressed by that channeling by Kelly, from Archangel Raphael. And I don't think I need to add an awful lot to it, because she's said it all. But one of the things that really crossed my mind is that a few weeks ago we did a program, again working with the wisdom of Dr. David Clements, and he'd been channeling the Arcturians, who came through with a message that there were going to be, I think it was 3 pulses of energy coming into the planet during December. And they didn't elaborate on it too much, other than it was a real cause for celebration. And it kind of strikes me that this is absolutely in line with what we're talking about here, the 3i Atlas thing. So, and I do feel that that winter solstice time this year is going to be a very special time. I think that'll be a time to really go within. And one of the other things I loved about this as well was the pineal gland awakening and decalcification, because everything that Jolé was talking about last week was really coming back into the foreground here again. And that just makes so much sense, because that means we're connecting. And just final couple of things to add. I do believe this is still, we're not talking about this being a change that takes place over the next few weeks and all of a sudden we're in the new earth. I think this is a several year process, but this is obviously a very important part of helping to people to awaken, putting the energies out there that'll allow us the opportunity to expand our consciousness, expand our minds. And I will put up again the human futurology thing that Chris Stiles shared with us last week, because I think that that timeline is really quite interesting and it makes a lot of sense and it feels right. But I just throw that out there as something to be considered. And I do think that what has been said is also going to be a perfect fit with our Create Your New Reality with Elevated Planet project. As we dream into reality, the creation itself, I think that is beautiful. And I can feel my womb getting ready as I speak. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe that's more for our divine feminine side of things. So, talking of which, Jolé, what would you care to?
Yes. Yes, I think she really hit the nail on the head, especially with what we are dealing with in this new age, I guess you want to call it, even on a disclosure level. There's always been these whispers of, they used to be called UFOs, right? Unidentified flying objects. Now they're UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon. You see how they keep changing it on us? But as you can see, these energies are coming in. Why? Not totally for us, right? They have their own things and their own energy. So we need to kind of back up off that, I think, a little bit. But if they have some goodness for us, if they have some energy, some learning, it's something that we can take in, right? But let's always remember that the wisdom of Mother Earth, I'm sure it encompasses some of that too. So during our meditation, we're definitely going to be bringing in the wisdom of Mother Earth, heart opening, but we're also going to bring in some of that cosmic energy, which is going to allow more of the mind to relax and to get into that heart centered space, which is what? Coming from a place of love, taking its direction from the heart, from the higher self. And those thoughts and that programming that's been, I guess, terrorizing us for so long, we can release with ease and laughter, knowing that this was, like Alan Watts said, a great illusion that we are now waking up from. And I want to add what you said, John, about divine feminine. We're definitely going into that energy. And I'll be honest, it's us women that are going to really be midwiferying in this masculine energy and this young energy into this new divine divinity, which is just knowing that you are your own creator. I mean, it's simple but complex at the same time because of all the programming and traumas we've experienced. So it's time to really let all that go and just make it simple. Get back to the phases of the moon, to get back to what our environment and Mother Nature has to offer us from a healing perspective.
Absolutely. It is. I'm so excited about this now. I just feel that this is the way that our journey is supposed to, move forward. And I don't know. I think this is going to go on for years, but in the most positive kind of way, because now we are
Yes.
going to be creating that new reality.
Yes, absolutely. And sometimes, like I think you've touched on occasion, is that we go through this acute phase where it looks really bad. Like right now in America, it's looking pretty bad, right? But maybe this acute phase is what's going to pop us back to where we need to be. Like it's so upside down
Yeah.
that we get back to where we need to go. So I'm holding out hope that as long as us as humans raise our vibration, we have the opportunity to change the game.
Yes. Yes. No, absolutely. And that's the way that it works. All the energies condense down to that point where everything just gets narrower and narrower before you burst through the portal into the new earth kind of thing. So it's all for a reason. And I think, if we're always mindful of that and don't get too drawn into the dramas, I think it really helps with our own journeys.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So shall we go about towards the meditation now?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Okay, so we're going to have one last piece from Kelly, Kelly Kolodny. I was going to say Barbara, but Kelly. Kelly's coming in, and again, Angel, or should I say Archangel Raphael is coming in with some very specific ways forward for us to take ourselves into this new era that is coming up to us now with Three Eye Atlas and all the rest of it. And this is truly valuable, and I know Jolé will then help us to embody that going forward as well. So, Jolé, should we just hit the button?
Yes, let's go.
Well, we encourage you to know that sometimes it might feel hard to feel the feelings. But right now, if you can allow yourself to feel that which has been wounded or that in which is coming to the surface to come back into harmonization or unification or oneness, that there is an enormous support team helping here for a quickening in that purification process. As there is so much compassion, so much love for all of you. And so if you are willing to open up to that healing, you may take whatever that is arising within you and surrender it and hand it to the I am that I am presence, to the divine frequency, to the oneness, to the Christ consciousness as it is carried and absorbed and returned to the wholeness of who you are, so that you may open up spaciousness that may be cluttered with these old frequencies, so that there is more room for the receptivity of the beautiful frequencies that are coming in from the ancient codes of Three Eye Atlas through its delivery system to all of you, that much will be delivered through the waters, reminding all of you to bless, to attune to the waters, and to go to sacred wells, to sacred rivers, to oceans, and to places in which you can align with the frequency of the water itself, and the recognition that that which you are looking to receive dwells within the living waters. With that, we send to you all of our love and all of our light from the angelic realm, and encourage and remind you that all is well, and to move into a state of deep remembering that you are divine and eternal. And with that, many blessings and good day.
Take a deep breath in through your nose and gently exhale from your mouth. As you put your feet flat on the floor, your palms face up on your thighs. And you begin to breathe with the rhythm of your body as you bring your awareness to your chest. Catch the rhythm of your body breathing. Have gratitude. Express it to your breath and to your heart. As you then take a deep breath in for a count of 4, you're going to hold it for a count of 4 and release for a count of 4. And we're going to breathe in for a count of 5. And we're going to hold it for a count of 6. And exhale for a count of 7. We're going to do it again. Inhale for a count of 5. Hold it for a count of 6. And exhale for a count of 7. And ground your energy from a heart-centered space. Visualize a grounding cord of a natural earth element. Tunnel of water or light, a tree trunk, a quartz crystal, gold, silver, whatever it is that resonates with you that is of a natural element. Create that grounding cord. Visualize it from your first chakra, which is between your sit bones. This grounding cord is 6 inches in diameter. As it travels through the crust of the earth, moving through her layers, traveling at the speed of love, and rooting itself into the core of Mother Earth. And now, we're going to call in our golden, this time heart-shaped scrubbing bubbles to scrub off anything that no longer serves us, anything we're ready to let go of and release from that grounding cord. And we're going to let them do their job as we open our feet chakras. And this time we're going to bring in 100% living water. And we're going to allow this energy to rush and pool in the bottoms of our feet as it just moves through like waves, moving up through our legs, our knees, all the way up our thighs, moving into the gut, all the way up into the chest, the hands, and the crown, and it's sprouting out this living water into our aura layer. And this living water is bringing in healing and well-being. It is attuning and aligning us with our highest good on the inside and on the out. It's removing any dis-ease and illness, any unfortunate programming that has our DNA and our cells and our atoms and our thought processes upside down. This water's here to right what may have been wronged within us. Let this water move through you, every atom and every cell in your body and every organ and every system. Feel the rush of this water as it moves through your aura layer, moving out anyone else's energy, anything you're ready to let go of and release. It moves down and into Mother Earth, and see the garden grow around you. All those challenges, all that trauma is now turned into life. And in this living water are the vitamins and the minerals that your body needs. So take a minute as a creator and turn this water into life-giving sustenance that you need and that you know and that your mind recognizes. Turn it into that vitamin C and let all your cells take in all they need. The iron, the copper, selenium. Bring in all of the minerals and the vitamins into your cells that this healing water possesses. 100% upgrade of your physical body coming in through Mother Earth to resonate with the rhythms, the Schumann's resonance, the lunar, the sun's cycles, the waves of the water. All of you is in alignment with Mother Earth. Your cells have righted themselves, your systems, your atoms. And the living waters have softened the heart, the liver, and the kidney. And it's also decalcified that pineal and brought so much light into that limbic system and that frontal lobe, prefrontal cortex. See it all swirling around within you, bringing life-giving substance to you. Life-giving. And all the cells in your body have been filled with this healing from this water. And now allow for this water to go down your grounding cord, washing away all of those heart-shaped gold scrubbing bubbles as you watch this essence move down your grounding cord, lighting it up as it moves through the crust, through the layers, all the way down through to your roots. As you then call in that 15% earth energy, and you open your crown, and you're calling in that 85% cosmic gold life force energy to do its dance with Mother Earth creating positive density within your body as that cosmic gold life force energy concentrates itself into your brain, your mind, moving out all of the thoughts and the limiting beliefs that no longer serve you, replacing them, restoring the synapses from childhood that taught you how to create from your imagination, that taught you how to feel. Feelings are okay, crying is okay, laughing is okay. Laughing with so much joy. Bring in those memories, memories of how to create. And sit here in the center of your head for a moment. That portal is open from the head to the heart. And through that third eye, I want you to see what this cosmic gold life force energy can create. By feeling this vision, I want you to feel what it feels like to be healthy, to be well, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Allow for that earth energy and that divine life force energy to go to those places, bringing in health and wellness. And then the heart, the mind, the body, the spirit. Allow for that cosmic energy to move down and out all of that negativity and replacing it with your highest good as you visualize a new reality, one of your dreams, one that your childhood told you that you could have. Feel that feeling rise and go throughout your body and hold that vision of your highest good as Mother Earth and the divine cosmic life force energy cooks within your body, creating bliss, laughter, joy, wealth, abundance. As you breathe with the rhythm of your body, and now that cosmic life force and earth energy juice begins to sprout out of your feet, hands, and crown chakras, bringing this vision into your aura layer. Bringing the vision because your aura layer is clean and clear. It's open. And now it's just ready to receive. And for those of you who would like, this is the moment to ask for 3i Atlas if there's any information that it has for you, any positive upgrades that it can give your structure and your reality. Ask gently for that to be brought in, because there's roses all around your aura layer. You are protected. So just make sure you bring in all of the good, all of the positives, so that you can expand and be that creator. Hold that vision. Allow for that information to come in, solidifying your cosmic reality, your divine reality, those childhood dreams unfolding. Feel what it feels like to sit in that joy, that that 0 point energy of creation where Mother Earth and the divine come together and the magic begins. And really never ends. Create, hold the space. See your highest good and be so grateful for this experience, and feel that gratitude move throughout your body. This is the stuff of creation. So grateful for your body, so grateful for your experiences, so grateful for the beautiful future you are creating. Grateful for the experience and challenges of the past. Connect with your breath as you stay focused on that vision, that dream that is becoming reality as you breathe in and out, letting your body know that it is safe to have it as you feel those chills, that warmth, that feeling of manifestation rolling through your body as that earth energy and that cosmic divine life force combines to bring health, wellness, abundance, and align you with the laws of the universe. Having access to that living water, to the energy and the wisdom of the trees, the experiences of the soil, the beauty and the grace of the sun, the magic and depth of the moon, and the love and the honor of all of the creatures, and the respect that dwell on Mother Earth, as you give that back by opening up your heart and sending all of that beautiful energy out into the universe as your aura layer shines and magnetizes in all of the most loving good for you and mankind and the earth and the universe as a whole, knowing that you are one with everything. So now, take a deep breath in, hold it, exhale. Take another deep breath in for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 4. And this time we want you to inhale for a count of 5. Hold it for a count of 6. And exhale for a count of 7. And visualize your feet chakras closing like the lens of a camera, and that earth energy receding back down into Mother Earth. As you take another deep breath in for a count of 5, we're going to hold it for a count of 6, and exhale for a count of 7. As we close our hand chakras and our crown, and we see that cosmic life force energy ascend back into the heavens. hands. And we know our higher self is at the power position above our crown. Our astral body is snapped in, and our aura